Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Dizzle for Friday, May 25th, 2012. The Dizzlemits Tom Denardi bringing the latest entertainment headline news. First, we're going to follow up with a little bit from yesterday. We talked about G.I. Joe 2 getting delayed from this year, actually a month from now, to a solid 10 months from now. Now, we didn't touch on it yesterday, but the 3D might be to blame for why it's being delayed for so long, but the obvious reason is the fact that Paramount is going to be taking advantage of the fact that The Rock is their star. The past 2 years, around the same times that his big movies for March or April have come out, he's also returned to the WWE for WrestleMania. First, he guest hosted WrestleMania, and that's when Fast 5 hit, and it became not only a record setter for the Fast and Furious franchise, but just at the box office in general. And then after that, last year, you had Journey to the Center of the Earth 2, which I don't think anyone was exactly begging for that movie to be made. It was being deemed a flop before it even came out. The Rock happened to be in it, and he happened to return to wrestling during those months that it was in release. Ended up grossing more than the original. What the fuck? So, obviously, late March release, going to be around the time of WrestleMania. They don't even have to send The Rock on a press tour. He'll be doing it every single week in the ring, being like, hey, don't forget WrestleMania. Oh, and my movie, go see it. Now to hit some quick movie news and rumors. First, apparently, the director of Act of Valor from earlier in this year has been approached to direct the Need for Speed film. I guess once a video game sells 100 million copies across its series, even if it's a racing game, they're going to find a way to try and make a plot out of it. Now, over at IF Press, the creator of Alf has been talking about how he wants to bring Alf to the movie theaters. I don't know if there's any more that you can say with the character that wasn't already said in the series. I'm sure they can find some new way to put a spin on it. Same shit, different day. Rounding out today's movie news, Summon Entertainment has announced that they are taking one out of the Twilight playbook, and all of the Hunger Games films will have Hunger Games as the first part of the title. So, Hunger Games Catching Fire, whatever. I've already said Hunger Games. Fuck, I said it again. Let's just get on from this. I hate it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. So let's get to our box office guesses for this weekend. It is Memorial Day, which is always a lucrative time at the box office. You got Men in Black 3 coming out this weekend. It's been a couple years since the last one. The last one wasn't really received as favorably as the first one. However, Will Smith hasn't done anything in the last couple of years, so people might be begging to see him on the big screen. The last two ones opened at almost $20 million for the first day and pretty much kept the steady level around there for the first few days. Even though people might have hated the second one and might not want to come back for this one, maybe audience erosion will probably be canceled out by the 3D tickets. You can expect $20 million for each of its first couple days. So for the 3-day weekend, we'll put it at $60 million. We'll put it at $80 million for the 4-day weekend. I wanted to put it a little bit lower, but it's a consistent movie series. You got to look at it that way. What will be very interesting, though, is to see how the Avengers does. Holding up in its first real competitive weekend since it's been released. I'm going to go with a little bit of conservative estimate. 40% drop. I mean, it's going to be losing some 3D theaters to Men in Black, and a lot of people have already seen it. It has held up very well over the last few weekends when the steeper drops would happen. So 40% drop to the 3-day weekend puts it around $33 million, and we'll say $40 million for the 4 days. Last weekend's opener, Battleship, it's going to drop a little bit. We're going to say maybe around 60%. We'll put it at $10.5 million for the 3-day weekend, and we'll call it $13 million for the Memorial Day holiday. Chernobyl Diaries also opens this weekend. It's from the makers of the first 3 Paranormal Activity movies. However, it is a little bit of a different genre, even though there hasn't been a lot of horror movies coming out this year, so maybe audiences are starved for it. The horror movies that have come out over the last year or so seem to open huge and drop off, showing that audiences are disappointed with them. With it opening around the first month of the summer, we're going to go with 28 weeks later as a comparable opening. It opened just shy of 10 million, so we'll say maybe 10 million for the 3 days, give it an extra 2 million, and say 12 million for the 4-day weekend. Rounding out the top 5 for our estimates, we're going to guess The Dictator will drop about 50% to $8.5 million for the 3-day weekend, which would be really good considering Bruno dropped 70%. So as long as it doesn't match that same drop for Sacha Baron Cohen, he's showing that he's getting better with his box office results. We'll throw an extra $1.5 million on there, put it $10 million for the 4-day weekend. That's our predictions, though. We'll be back Monday, and we'll have the comparison with the estimates. see if we were on the ball or if we were really off on some of them. The interesting one's going to be see if Men in Black can do the usual Men in Black business, or if Will Smith is in fact no longer a big Hollywood movie star. So that'll do it for today's Daily Dizzle, but thanks for checking us out. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you didn't think you wasted your time. If you enjoyed the music you heard at the beginning or that you're hearing right now, go ahead and click the link on the screen and check out our good friend Optimus Chad, one of the best chip tuners. Once again, give him credit for giving the heads up that Paramount is awesome and already shipped the toys for the movie that they just decided to delay for about a year. You can also find the Facebook link to his page in the description, or just go on Facebook and search for Optimus Chat and he'll pop right up. And if you enjoyed the Daily Dizzle and want to keep up on us, the easiest way to do that is subscribe. Go ahead and click the link on your screen. It'll bring the latest videos as they're uploaded to your YouTube feed, and then you don't have to come searching us out. Makes it a little bit lazier for you, but a little bit better in the long run. Who knew? But that's our time for today. Thanks for checking us out. Hopefully we'll see you back here Monday where you can get more for your Dizzle Daily. Enjoy the Memorial Day weekend. Yes, we will have something on Monday, I swear. So enjoy it. We'll see you guys then.